so glad to have gotten out of that first video, going over bugs, the creative process, some things to come, good things for the mob. Crap. Does anybody even know what I'm talking about? Oh, crap. Oh, it's the sign. Now there. A to-do list. Oh, and over here, red is unfinished, green is done. Aw, shit. Great. Gosh darn it. Oh, well, I'm asking questions. Where the heck am I? Oh, great. Okay, getting a little bit more serious here. Here you can see a very roughly scaled map of the overworld. Don't mind that it's so high up. We will get to that in just a second. But there are 5-ish continents here, different biomes, structures, and such. You can see that. But, yeah, not a whole lot to explain here without spoilers. You can see how high up it is. I should probably build that quick. Yeah, let's cut. Don't worry about that. Yeah, let's cut. I'll come back when I've built more. Okay, here you can see with the deep dusk underneath the overworld. It's got different pillars holding it up. It is directly connected to the overworld, though. These are the same world, even though the overworld is called the overworld. Don't worry about that part. There are different pillars holding up the overworld, but the overworld is structurally, physically on top of the deep dusk. And now I'm remembering again, I have a lot more to build, so through the power of editing, we'll come back in just a second. Okay, now here's most of the dimensions shown. You can see the overworld, deep dusk, core realm. Don't worry about the fancy names for now. In gameplay, you'll learn. But there's roughly 11 dimensions. Not all of them are shown here, but a few of them are hinted at. There's the core realm with the flowers. Overworld is the same as before. There's 2 realms above the overworld. Technically, only 2. But yeah, that's the whole tower. That's a very brief idea of the structure of the world. Of course, there are also different playable races here. I'm going to be a Zerbani just so I can fit around better. Each race has a different size. They have different abilities, stats, but they're not locked into like a certain class or magic system or anything like that. You can play as anyone and go just about anywhere with some moderate difficulty, but yeah. There is more to show. I should probably get to the magic systems, but anything else about the realms? No, I think I've noted it all. I mean, there's custom biomes, like you can see the red leaves are veiled east behind me, but yeah. I'll come back in just a second. Okay, now through the power of editing, we're here again. I'm going to briefly go over some of the other magic systems. Like here, I have a very basic demonstration of Endarian type magic with all the crystals. You don't need 12 end portal frames to make teleportation happen. But like, as you can see here, as oh wait, is there something I'm forgetting? Oh yeah, I have a lot to do. Anyway, ignore that. As you'll see here, you only need one Eye of Ender and one end portal frame in order to get to another. Very basic, very crystal based. But yeah, teleportation is the main point. And that actually didn't take energy from you. Anyway, moving on to if I can... Oh, nice, a few times in a row. If I can keep getting this right. This is Charmerly, or Tredjavuku, but nobody's expected to actually pronounce that. This is a bit different from Magix in that Magix takes energy. I mean, you use crystals to harness it, but Magix takes energy from you, from in your body. That Eye of Ender had Magix contained in it. Charmerly, you're taking energy from other beings around you. Like you can see, I just got a little boost. That was a potion effect, but that little lilting spirit down there. You get energy from other creatures around you. And I'm going to cheat a little bit for this crafting recipe, just for demonstration. I get 3 Spiritisma, which is like how much Charmerly I collect and can contain in a given time, easily. And some resistance in order to do this crafting recipe. Using my Bioa stone and 2 Silk-hewn stones. Don't worry about the recipe. You'll learn in game. I can make a charm. Yeah, don't worry too much about the crafting. You'll learn more in game. But a quick demonstration. And I don't have enough Trejabuka. That's my bad. I guess that loops in pretty well into the next part of the demonstration. But yeah. You can see there are multiple different options of things you can do with just one charm. But again, coming back to what I was mentioning before, and the reason I have that enriched diamond is you get energy from other creatures. Increasing your Spiritisma is how much you can hold at a time, but these lilting spirit guys that I'm recruiting now, those guys actually give you energy. And you can see my stone is flashing because it's a little unstable at the moment, but the darker and deeper the green hue it is, the more Spiritisma you have at a given time. And the upper limit is not really existent, but anyway, let's see if I have enough. There we go. That worked. That is a shield, kind of. It'll block arrows, give you regeneration. There's also other options, like you can give resistance to yourself and your friends. I did not have enough Tredjavuku for that one. But anyway, that's a quick demonstration. Okay, popping over to alchemy here. You can see a little basic contraption. There's some redstone, it's bare bones. You have an input and output. The difference here between Charmerly and alchemy, aside from just the setup, is Charmerly, there's spirits around, so you have energy. Charmerly is kind of small focused. Alchemy is really big picture. Like this anvil here won't do the right thing if the right things aren't around. Like these spirits around are really local. They're giving me the energy I need to use charms and such. This alchemy here though could be affected by the sun, the moon, the stars, what biome you're in, the emotional state of the nearby divine beings, all those things. All those things have an effect. Charmerly, it's nice, it's local, it's a little bit there's spirits around, it should be fine. Alchemy is a little bit more mathy, it's a little more specific, and it depends on a lot more things. Anyway, I'm going to make a quick demonstration here. I'm going to pop in a zeolite, and I am going to cheat just for a sec. Please forgive me. Just to hit the lever, turn this on. You can see the anvils being physically hit, and bam, the zeolite turned into a Zaystone, which is a pretty nice power source in-game. Anyway, oh, that looks a little odd. Anyway, back to the showcase. You can see that worked, that was stable. If I get rid of this Skull Catalyst and try that again, suddenly that anvil is going to behave very differently. It was unstable, it blew up, I even killed a spirit in the collateral. Wow. But anyway, yeah. That's alchemy. You have to do more things, you have to keep track of more. It's a little bit more mathy. Also a little bit more of a science, but it does rely on what's around it, like even the block right below it. Anyway, moving on to enchanting. Here I'm going to go through... Oh, Dragon's Bane. Well, that's really nice on a Raltex. Anyway, to explain a bit, enchanting in-game works a little bit different now. It's normal enchanting still works fine. There's a few more enchantments. Of course, there's multiple magic types. But specifically enchanting, the part that's been reworked is the ceiling has been upped. Of course, not all enchantments have the same max, just like in vanilla Minecraft, but if you wanted to get, say, sharpness 6 on a sword, it would take 3 sharpness 5s now, and you can't exceed the max sharpness 5 in vanilla Minecraft. And then, of course, to get sharpness 3, it would be 2 sharpness 2, like in vanilla. Normal enchantments are normal, but the roof has been extended at a higher cost. So if you really want to keep going with your enchantments, you can. The roof has been raised somewhat. Anyway, okay, moving on to Null. Not last, but not least. Here, you can see a portal. It's kind of a tear in the world. The Null is its own dimension. I should mention that all of the dimensions here are kind of being reworked. They're still being worked out. Terrain generation, this just looks like the Nether right now. Anyway, that's still being worked on. But it is a real dimension, and it's not a fun place. But the Null specifically, as players use it as like a magic system type. Oh, I did not prep a Null blade. That's my bad. Split. Yeah, that'll work. The Null helps you exist less. And to explain that a little bit better, if you exist less, gravity will pull on you less. People can't hurt you as much, and if you really get close to not existing at all, you can go completely invisible to players, mobs, everything. You can also get rewards for more PvP if that's really what you're oriented towards. You can get power by sacrificing players, NPCs, certain quests, all of these things, but all of it contributes to existing less, basically, without actually dying. See, that kind of hurt. I don't have the right scores right now to fully use that. Anyway, it does exactly what you would think if you exist less, like getting closer to being a ghost without actually dying. The Null is its own whole thing. Oh, that took to the portal, or it was fine. It's a bit different than all the other magic systems. It's not exactly more, it's kind of just less, but I thought it was cool. Anyway, moving on to necromancy. Here is a demonstration of necromancy. This spirit does not want to talk with me right now, so I'm going to have to use a mourner's pick, which is a necrotic item, which is also used in alchemy. Alchemy overlaps with the others. Anyways, here's a necrotic pick. Excuse me, spirits. Now I can speak with him. I can ask him questions. I can talk. There are many different options of speaking with the NPCs. Different things you can say. Options of speak. What am I even saying? Oh, geez. Anyway, going on. What, you speak little? There are many, many, many different options, especially for different specific ghosts is the best word for this. Some of them you can fight, some of them you can befriend. I believe I had everything set up so you can fight this guy. Oop, and he's gone. He didn't like, oh, crap. Ah, geez. Well, that's the deep dusk. Oh, did he fall? He fell. Right, he's a ghost, though. He's not really bound by gravity. I'm gonna put that on. Use a very basic form of a charm for some more defense. And try not to die on recording. Oh my, is embarrassing. Should not have been that close with a sword like this. But, yeah, you can fight spirits, you can garner their essence. And essence is its own thing, that could be a whole video. But there are many options. You can befriend them, you can fight them. I did not mean to place my charm. Anyway, that is a very brief overview of some of the magic/science systems in the server. And, yeah, that's it for this episode. Magic systems, what the heck am I doing here? That is so much to do. The realms in the world itself, and I will cover species and the different playable species in a separate video. I might have forgotten to mention that earlier, but there are different species. Like I'm playing as a Zervani. You saw me switching species earlier. Yeah. There's a lot more to see here, but for the time being, I have homework to do and editing to do now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. There will be more coming though. Peace.